All right, welcome to this first video where we're going to show you how to build a client and customer generating website. Now, everything we're about to go through here is going to apply to you whether you're a plumber, electrician, a roofing company, or just like a general contractor. If you are a contractor sort of type of business where you provide services out to people's homes, this is definitely going to apply to you, and you're really going to want to pay attention to everything we're covering here. So let's jump into it. We're going to cover the 7 key factors you have to be doing to your website in order to make sure you're going to be able to generate an endless supply of new phone calls and new service inquiries for your business. So let's jump right into it. The first key I want to talk to you guys about is having an updated and new website. It's very important for a couple reasons. First of all, we want to make sure that it's mobile responsive and optimized for mobile traffic, because 60% of your visitors are actually going to be finding you on their smartphone device or a tablet or some sort of mobile platform. So it's really important that you want to make sure that your website is updated and is responsive and mobile ready. Now, how do you check this? Well, quite simply, just pull up your website on a web browser and drag and compress your web browser here. Just drag it across and you should be able to see if your website adjusts and conforms to it, then it's mobile responsive and it's ready to go. If it doesn't like this, then what that means is that about 60% of your visitors are going to be seeing your website in a desktop format on a tiny screen. So the font is going to be absolutely tiny. They're probably not even going to be able to interact with the website properly and how it should function. And the majority of them are just going to be leaving. So you're missing out on potentially 60% of your new traffic and new customers. So very important to do that. Now, here's a website that is mobile optimized. And you can see here, it looks a lot more modern, right? They've got, full width photos here. There's a lot of great content. It's clean, it's tidy, and there's a lot of information here. It's a really well done website. Now, if we drag and compress it, you can see here, everything will adjust and conform to the page. This means it is mobile ready and it is a responsive website. So you can see here, as it goes into mobile, the menu button even changes, right? It goes into a mobile style menu. They've got great calls to action up here, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So make sure your website is optimized and is updated, has a nice clean new look, and is mobile ready, because otherwise you're going to be missing out a ton of traffic. Now, key number 2, have your website, give a little peek inside your business, right? Show them your staff. This is a beautiful photo that these guys have here. You can see straight away everyone's standing there with their shoulders, with their arms crossed, all in a nice pattern. They've got all of their fleet vehicles behind there as well. You take one look at this photo and you understand these guys are the authority. These guys are the experts and the professionals in the area. They're clearly a huge company. Straight away, I look at this and say, I want to hire these guys because I can tell they're a huge business, right? Businesses don't get big without being successful and without providing tremendous value to the marketplace. If you can demonstrate that in your photos, awesome. You're going to gain a lot of trust from your visitors straight away. Tip number 2, let's talk about pictures of you and your staff. So again, these guys have it. As we go over to roofing residential, you can see it's like a smaller team. It's like these are our residential experts, right? When we go into contact, again, I don't know if this is upper management or what, but you can have a lot of good photos here of you and your staff. Now, if you're a sole operator, if you're an owner-operator type of a business, that's good as well. Show that, maybe even promote that if anything. Have photos of yourself and your family, or even just photos of you with your clients, shaking hands with a totally happy customer with their thumbs up because you just, whatever it was, maybe help them with their roof damages, maybe you're an electrician, you did some wiring in their new basement suite. Whatever the situation may be, make sure you really capture that and display it on your website so that visitors will actually see that and really appreciate it. Number 4 tip, make sure you have contact information available. Again, we saw here as we went to the mobile format on their homepage, they had all of their contact information available here, right? They've got their phone number, boom, right there. When you go over to contact, have free estimates available, have calls to action as well, which I'm going to talk about. Have the form available here, show your business operations and hours, have a little mini map as well showing your actual business address, right? People in Victoria are going to be able to see this and know exactly where they are and check that that tick saying, yep, this is a local business. I can call these guys and they're going to be able to come out and provide services for me. So the other thing I would also really suggest is, again, like I mentioned before, have your business hours. But if you are if you have an emergency line, make sure you really promote that. I wouldn't have it down here hidden. Most people probably won't even see it. I would have it right at the top of the page for contact. For emergency contact, call this number and actually display it. So I think they have it set up where it's a button, but that works as well. There you go. There's a number there as well. But I would really try and put that up front and have it readily and easily available for clients so that they can just pick it up and give you a call. Now, tip number 5, list the services that you provide. Really important to do so, because if I'm coming on here and maybe say I'm looking, so maybe I need my eaves troughs cleaned or my gutters cleaned, and I come here and I'm looking, okay, roofing, residential, roofing, gutters, there we go, we've got gutters. Now this photo I would change out. This is a photo of shingles. This it's not really congruent with gutters, right? I think down here, there we go, something like this. So that's where I would really put some photos. Make sure that you have congruency, right, with your service types, whether maybe it's a basement suite, electrical wiring. Have a photo of, like with no insulation done, maybe just like the framing done, but with all the cabling that you're going to run through it if you're an electrician. Or if you're a plumber, maybe have, you're installing a sink. Have some good photos that you can use to really show for like kitchen remodeling or bathroom remodeling, or on a roof if you're talking about roofing residential, you can even have a photo of that, or a bunch of photos of some previous projects right below all this content. So really make sure you're displaying with a lot of media and images and content what sort of services you provide and what you can do for your clients. Now, tip number 6, link to your Facebook page. Incredibly important, because in today's age, everyone is going to be looking at social media. They're going to find you on 2 places. Number 1, Google. Number 2, Facebook. So really make sure you can kind of match these 2 up. Your website that has a lot of great branding, a lot of great images on it, and then your Facebook profile, you want to do the same. So the first thing I see when I look at their Facebook page here is they need to change this header image here, okay? Take your logo, put it into your profile photo, right? Have it there, but then this image should be a nice image like this, right? Show off your company, show all of your people, show your fleets, show everything about your business. I would put that type of a photo up here, because again, people are going to be able to connect to it straight away. They're going to see people, they're going to see this is a real company. There's a lot of people here working for them. They clearly look like the experts. I want to work with them. Now you can see they've got 1,200 likes on their page as well. They've got 4.6 stars with 14 reviews. It's great. Get some testimonials, get some feedback, put some imaging and even some videos with you guys at work, or some time lapses. If you're a roofing company, I see this a lot. People do time lapses on a roof as they're putting new shingles on. Really cool stuff that you can, and content that you can put out on social media so people can get an inside look. Before and afters, right? If we look at these photos here, you can see them going through the process of getting this is clearly commercial building, right? Getting the roof done. So lots of good stuff that you can put together on your social media page to really, again, engage with your audience. And the very last thing I want to talk about is tip number 7. Mentioned this earlier, calls to action. Make sure it is easy as possible for visitors landing on your website to find your contact number and click here for a free estimate. Notice it's not saying get a quote or free estimate button, anything like that. It's click here for a free estimate. That's called a call to action. Make sure you sell to your audience, to your visitors. Sell them on picking up the phone and calling you, or going to the web form and filling it out for a service request. Now, those are the 7 tips that I wanted to cover with you guys, walking through, how to generate a lot of new clients through your website. Now, if you need a little bit of help with this, if you're a little bit confused and want to jump on the call with us, there should be a button below this page where you can actually schedule a free 20-minute consultation, where we're actually going to go live with you on screen and do a website audit for you. You can take some notes, and we'll also kind of help you out with a strategy on how you can move forward to really build out your website to make sure it's optimized to convert as much traffic into new clients. If you're good with that, if you've built a website and you're happy with it, awesome. Continue over to the next video where we're going to share with you some tips and tricks on how to get your website ranked, right? We've built a website that is going to be converting and generating new clients. Now we need to start driving traffic to it by working on the ranking systems. So head on over to that video and I'll see you there.